All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how I create my Google Forms assignments, and you'll be able to use this process for your own assignments, and it'll become a template for you to make future assignments a lot easier and quicker to create. So the first step is to go to your Google Drive, and there's a new button here, and you can click on that button, and it pulls up a drop-down menu. You can use that to create a new Google form. Or you can also just right click anywhere in your Google Drive and it'll pull up the same menu, and you can do it that way. So once you have your Google form, first step I do is I give it a title. I use the date, and it's just the way that I keep my Google Forms organized. And I usually include some sort of identifier, benchmark, unit number, topic number. To say it's a benchmark number, and we'll say sample quiz. So you have your title here. In order to give your file the same title as the form title, which is usually what you want to do, just go to the upper left hand corner where the file title is and just click in there once, and it'll automatically populate the form title there for you. So once you have that, the next step I like to do is I go to settings, and you'll see you have general presentation and quizzes settings here. Go to the quizzes tab, click this switch and make it a quiz. And what this does is it assigns point values to the questions, and it allows you to auto grade, which is one of the best features of using Google Forms. It makes the grading process a lot easier. So once you click that on, scroll down. For release grade, I usually click on later just to minimize cheating. I like to be in more control over everything that students can see here. If you were going to use this more as a review or as a practice, then maybe you do want them to have the grade immediately. But for this example, I'm using it more as an assessment. So I'm going to click later, and also under respondents can see, I want to make sure I unclick all that just again to minimize cheating. And once I have that, I go back up. You can skip general presentation and go straight to general. And I do want to limit to one response, so I'll click on one response here, and it'll automatically make you collect email addresses. The student's going to be required to sign in with Google, which is fine. I've never had a problem with that. So just go ahead and click on that, and you won't see this on your end because you're probably using a regular Gmail account. I'm going through FIU, so you probably wouldn't see that. Once you have this selected, just click on save, and now you're ready to start adding questions. First question I ask is first name, and this is how I organize my responses later on for grading. I make these required questions, so I'll make it a short answer and make sure that I switch on the required switch here. And for answer key, since we did select the quiz option, it automatically adds points. You want to make sure that this has 0 points. Okay, so click on done. Now that we have that, see 0 points here. It's a required question, and it's a short answer response. Once you have this set up, all you have to do is click on the duplicate icon and use that for the next question, which will be last name. Okay, and you'll see that it's got 0 points again, it's required again, and we want to have one more question which we're going to use later on to organize these responses, is the period. So click on duplicate and type in period, and change from short answer, you want to change that to drop down. And in your drop down, you want to add all your period numbers. So 1, click enter to go to the next one, 2, click enter again, 3, and just go on adding your period numbers there. Once you're done, you'll see that again, this has 0 points and that it's required. So the next step here is you can start adding your actual content-based questions. In this specific example, I'm going to show you how to provide a link for a reading or include a video that your students will use to answer the questions. So to add a reading link, for example, using this Khan Academy article, you click on the link, come back here, and the way I do it is I just add a title, include the instructions here, right? Please read the following link, and include the link in the description. This link will become a hyperlink that students can just click on, and they'll be sent to the article. Okay, and once you have that, click on add question, and you could get into your content-based questions. If you're going to add a YouTube video, all you have to do is click on the add video icon, right? And if you have a URL for a video, you can put it in here. If you have to search a video, usually the way I do is I'll actually have a URL for the video and then include it here in the URL for this example. We'll just do a search here, click on the video, click select, and then just provide instructions here. Watch video to answer the questions below, and then go on to your questions. Okay, so let's go into the actual content-based questions. So this will be our first sample question. Usually you do want to make them multiple choice. That's just the easiest way to do it as far as for grading. And you want to make sure you add different options. So let's say this will be our correct option, and this will be, incorrect. Add whatever options you need. And once you have that, click on answer key and make sure you select the correct option. And once you have your correct option, you could add the points. I try to always keep the total points at 100. Okay, so if it's a 5-question assignment, you want to make it 20 points each. If it's a 4-question assignment, 25 points, just so you get to the 100 or at least close to it to simplify the grading. So in this case, we'll say it's 4 questions, make it 25 points. Click on done. Okay, make sure it's required. And the next step is to shuffle the option order. And you always want to do that. At least I do that because I always make the first option the correct one. It just makes it easier for me to do it that way. But then I come here to this little menu, the 3 dots, and click on shuffle option order. Once you do that, you don't have to worry about switching, changing up the option order yourself. It does it automatically for you. Okay, so now that we have this question set up the way we want it set up, all we have to do for the next questions, right, subsequent questions, is click on duplicate, right, same way we did before, and then it'll have all the options already saved for you. The point system, the required switch, and the shuffle option order is already there for you. So you just click on duplicate as many times as you need for all the subsequent questions, and it'll have all the settings already there for you. And that's pretty much it. Then once you're done with that, all you have to do is share the assignment with your students, and you're good to go. So once you have your first assignment set up, all the future assignments will be a lot easier to do, because all you have to do is make a copy of that original assignment, and all the settings are there for you. I save all my Google Forms assignments on one folder. Just makes the whole process easier. And once you have the first one, all you have to do is right click on it, make a copy of it, right? And you'll see it'll make a copy of the first assignment. And all you have to do is just change the questions, change the, you could change the title of it, change the file name, obviously, and, change your content questions, but everything else is already there set up for you. Okay, so that's it. I have a video on how to share the assignment with your students. I also have a video on how to organize the responses once you get those in. If you have any questions or need any further clarification, just use the comments. If you find the video helpful, just give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep coming up with more videos as needed.